So, Dave, tonight they revealed the rest of the tournament bracket. They've revealed the first four last night on AEW Dark. They revealed the next four tonight. We had Shawn Spears, Cody, Sammy Guevara, and Darby announced last night. And then tonight they announced the next four, which was Kip, Dustin Rhodes, Lance Archer, and Colt Cabana. So I'm not going to say it's a huge star power tournament because it's not, but some interesting matchups on this tournament. And you would have to imagine if there wasn't what's going on in the world and the travel, situation and them not able to have all these wrestlers in attendance at one time, that we'd probably get some bigger names in this tournament. Probably Pac, maybe MJF, just to name a few. Obviously, Pac is still stuck in England or wherever he's at overseas, so he's not able to make the shows, and I'm not sure what's up with the MJF and why he's not in the tournament, but it was kind of a shocking to see that he was not in the tournament. We'll pop the tournament bracket up one more time just in case you guys forgot who's in it. Do you feel like this is a very obvious finals here, seeing that it's Cody and Lance Archer on opposite ends, and they are kind of currently feuding, I guess, at the moment? Do you feel like they kind of spoiled it right now with this tournament?
I mean, you never know. I mean, they could go a different route where they have one guy win and the other guy lose, or Archer could cost him, and this could be Archer's title. We never know. I mean, and that could make them prove, I made it all the way to the finals. Am I good enough to face you now?
Right.
Type thing. But yeah, I mean, it could be obvious final. I thought the tournament was going to be a lot bigger, but I guess they're limited to what they have. I hope I'm sounding all right.
Yeah, you're good. People will just bear with the audio tonight. It's no biggie. We'll get that handled hopefully by this weekend. My question for you also is the name of the championship. We've heard a lot of people kind of complain about the name of the championship. They're not very, they're not huge fans of the name of it. They thought maybe they should have went a different route. I know you and I had our discussion with it last night on the Impact Watch Party. But look, the name is kind of silly. We can all agree with that. It's not a normal championship name for a title, but neither is North American Championship if we're going to go that route.
Well, that is.
But
because that's what they call the old NWA title, the North American Championship.
Okay, I stand corrected. I think this is their version of a television championship without calling it a television championship. Obviously, TNT is the name of the channel they are broadcasted on. So, I think they just were thinking outside the box and named it the TNT Championship. Now, am I a fan of the name? Not at all. But I'm willing to give it a chance to see how they actually work this title into the mix on the show. What is your overall thoughts on it, Dave?
Okay, at first it was kind of like a TNT Championship. Really? I mean, it just sounds... If this was the other company, people would be bitching a fit about the name. The Fox Championship. People would hate it. But, I'm willing to give it a shot as long as there's not a 6-minute time limit. I mean, that's what I'm saying. As long as there's not a 6:05 time limit for the title, fine. I mean, look, it'll be weird seeing a TNT logo on a championship or a title or a belt, whatever the fuck they call it. It'll be interesting, for sure, but my only gripe about the whole thing is if it's a TNT title or whatever the fuck you call them, the belt, why is it being presented to the winner at a pay-per-view and not live on TV on the network that it's named after?
I mean, it's a fair point to ask, but, I mean, it's a pay-per-view. Normally, not all times, but normally when you crown a champion, you usually do it on a pay-per-view. But you're going to probably get this on a television taping anyway, seeing that we don't know when the hell we will ever get a pay-per-view with what's going on in the world. So we probably will see this getting crowned on television. But let's get into the chat room. BMX, it sounds like David's calling collect from prison. Yeah, it's going to sound like that. He's using wireless headphones tonight, so it's going to sound kind of funky. Also, NWA has television championship copyrighted. That's why the goofy name says Zach 2488. I didn't know that. That's an interesting.
Well, ROH has a TV title.
Well, do they really? I didn't know that either.
They've had one for years.
I could have Dynamite get it, says Richie Vargas. I do not get it. Please explain. Naming it the TV title would be very Nitro-esque, says Bobby. I was about to call Bob Aruski Bobby Roode. Jesus Christ, where's my head at tonight? Kind of disappointed in the tournament competitors. Pac, MJF says Spees. Sammy and Darby will be sick, says Defacker. Texas Legend. I'm sorry. Freebird says Cody just has to get a title around his waist. Tony is the Twitch Mint champion of the world. Get the fuck out of here. These might be the only homies available, I guess, says Beef Stew. That's what it's looking like. That they went with guys that they could go with right at the moment. Some of these guys are stuck in where they're at, obviously. And they probably went with the competitors that can make it on a week-to-week basis at the moment. So, as I am kind of disappointed in some of these, like Colt Cabana, even though he's very entertaining, I'm not really excited to see him take on Lance Archer. And Kip has been kind of, a joke on Dynamite. And I'm expecting to see him in a tournament for a championship. It's kind of a little bit weird. But they're stuck with a pretty sticky situation. Now,